What's up, everybody? This is Brewing with Company, talk show / podcast, or whatever the hell you want to call it, where a couple of average Joes drink a cup of Joe and talk about pop culture and video games. Enjoy.
I can't even drink.
Hello there, General Kenobi. Oh, man.
Oh, goodness.
Accents aren't racist, they just make things better.
They do.
I want to know why they're all British in Star Wars anyways.
I mean,
we invaded a lot of people, so it just makes sense. That'd be my...
you even
In a
invaded
galaxy
space.
far, far away.
Hey, do they have spices?
They're like, India's not enough. Let's go to, I don't know, Geonosis. Let's give it a try. Good morning, boys.
Morning.
Good morning.
How you
Besides
doing?
racist retellings of Star Wars,
Oh, gosh.
get canceled before we're even anything.
If anyone could hear our story,
One dude that listens to the podcast out of the 15 is Vietnamese, and he's like, "That's fucked up."
Absolutely not.
He's like,
Absolutely not. Report.
oh, we're gonna get taken down.
If
Yeah,
we
we
ever
got
get famous, we'll have to delete this video.
This episode
this-
is gonna be the first thing.
First one.
If we ever, for whatever reason, become a podcast that anybody gives a damn about or listens to, everybody's gonna be like, "Hey, yeah, but do you remember when I was a Brewing with Company fan back in the day, like before they were cool? And did you know they did an entire bit on Star Wars being Vietnamese? It was really jacked up. It was so messed up." So beyond that, beyond that, this morning, another wonderful trailer. That I do have issues with the trailer, by the way, but GTA 6,
GTA 6.
the
Yeah,
most
it's going.
talked about piece of entertainment in the last decade, period. Mind-numbingly amazing contributions that it's going to give to the world, which is nothing. It's going to shut down the world for probably a couple days. I really don't think people understand the impact that this game's going to have, by the way.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I think
I-
world productivity is going to go down.
I already have a countdown on my my phone about I'd never done it for you want to know something? The last time I did a countdown for anything was for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Wow.
So good on you, Rockstar. Way to
I
have
know.
it. I don't get the goosebumps for the GTA trailers like I did RDR2 when the trailer came out for RDR2. I think the funniest part of the whole thing, regardless of the trailer, was the conversation around the delay. I think it's so funny how the game was never announced with a release date. So we got a delay to a game that didn't have a date. I think that's so weird.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
that-
like
that
the
is
only.
weird.
I must be the only, because I know the rumors were pretty heavy and a lot of things like Rockstar was kind of leaning towards whatever. And I think Rockstar just continues to get screwed with leaks or just too heavy of conversation or news, because I'm pretty sure they weren't going to release this trailer until probably like July or August. And then now the delays were such a thing. They confirmed the date and they were like, crap, just throw it out there, release it. It's not like it's revealing a whole lot. The captured in PS5 caption at the bottom there,
Yeah,
like it.
very interesting. And it said base PS5, not like
Yep, not the Pro.
not the Pro. Which, okay, here's my thing. Before we get all into it, I wanted to talk about that. Do you think that they are just doing this because they said, because what is the PS6 is supposed to come out in 2027, right?
Right.
Allegedly,
So,
yeah.
so let's say that it does come out in 2027. What sense does it make to release your new game that you've been working on for the last however many years, right, on the last year of of the console generation that you're in? Does that mean, do you think it is likely that they will delay it again?
I don't think so.
Sure.
Think
Finish
of
your
it,
thought.
Making a
I-
release
yeah, go
date.
ahead.
Oh, think of GTA 5. It came out on the PS3 right at the tail end. And they know people are going to buy it 17 times because I think I did. I bought it Steam, PlayStation 3. I think I had it for the PS4.
Mm.
So now we're talking, you're going to have the PS5, then because it's going to be on Switch, right? As well.
No.
No.
Xbox
Okay.
and PlayStation. That's it.
Just okay.
It's exclusive to console right now.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think it'll go to Steam until at least 27, 28.
Probably.
Yeah, that sucks. That seems
Yeah.
like a stupid idea. Okay, they're Rockstar and they make billions of dollars. What do I know? So, no, I think they'll release it PS5, and because they know you're gonna buy it for
Yeah.
PS5, PS6. We're just suckers when it comes to games like this. Skyrim's a prime example. I've bought that game probably 50 times. GTA 5 is one of the games I've bought multiple times. So yeah,
Mhm.
I think they'll do it.
Although I don't believe they're going to delay it again, I would not be hurt. I would not be bothered. Go ahead and delay it as much as you want. I don't get mad about delays. I get more mad about talking about and revealing so much about something and then
Years
continuing
before
to
it comes
delay it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I get more mad about.
Yeah.
I actually don't like initial reveals at all. I actually would like it to be a tighter window to
100%.
like we all know GTA 6 is coming. That trailer last December didn't need to happen at all.
No.
If anything, I loved the trailer all the way up until the point it said 2025. And I was like, man, like I don't like I would much rather this trailer that we just saw be the like initial trailer. I would have been all right with it.
Yeah.
And then mix in some of the flair that the first trailer had. Obviously, the music, the oversight, all that. Like it kind of combined both trailers into a condensed, well polished version of both of them with the release date, and that wouldn't have bothered me. I think that would have been like, okay, that's a year from now, but at least it says May 26th, and we're good to go. The delay in general doesn't bother me because Rockstar's literally done that with their last 4 games. GTA 4 was delayed.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2 was delayed. GTA 5 was delayed. Like they've all been delayed. That's
Mhm.
it's not news, it's not history. I'm gonna kind of disagree with you on the whole only PS5 thing. Is this a bad idea? Games have always done that. There's always been development cycles with kits that they've had for development throughout a game's life cycle, or a console's life cycle.
Mhm.
That's always happened. So anything at the tail end of anything where we're like, wow, this looks amazing. Holy crap, we didn't even know it could do this. Every generation has done that. The PlayStation 4, like a launch title for the PlayStation 4 was a weird one. Knack and the Power of Juju. It's a weird game. That's a launch
remember
title
that.
for the PlayStation 4. Of course you don't.
Yeah,
Nobody
I don't
does.
even remember.
Right? That's a launch title for the PlayStation 4. And then you skip ahead where you can play for Horizon Forbidden West, which is one of the most astonishingly visualized video games like you could possibly play. Like
Yeah.
that is a polished video game. And Red Dead Redemption 2, by the way,
Yes.
played that on my PS4. So it's like not out of the ordinary to see the full, especially leave it to Rockstar, the full potential of the device on the back end of its life cycle. I don't find that out of the ordinary. And I actually think the leap from 5 to 6 is going to be so much harder than we've already witnessed with 4 to 5. Like 4 to 5 was such a hard leap
Right.
with prices, inflation, economically it was hard. And then on top of the fact that the differences weren't that much, you know what I mean? Like the difference between the PS3 and the PS4 were astonishing. You know, the difference between the 2 and the 3 were astonishing. The
Right.
leaps and bounds we're making in technology for these games now, or this hardware now, doesn't entirely it's not very noticeable as much
Right.
these days. Like you play the PS4 version of God of War Ragnarok as opposed to the PS5 version, you're talking about fidelity and frame
Yeah.
rate. That's what you're talking about. You're not
Right,
talking about
only,
does
like-
it look better.
Yeah, only someone who is like really skilled in that type of stuff will really notice anything.
Digital
Like,
Foundry does a good job of those too.
Yeah. Yeah,
One-
they'll-
And I think it's easy for Rockstar to just slap on, release it on the PS5 and then say PS6, this is our
Yep.
super duper legendary collection edition, plus 3 will give you a free skin. And there
Yeah.
you go. There's a bunch of millions of copies sold right there.
100% agree. I think I'm gonna make a bold statement. I think this is the last GTA.
I think so too. And you know something? I think I'll be okay with that.
I'm actually perfectly okay with that. I don't
Yeah.
think the formula of GTA can really go much further.
Not
To be
really.
honest with you, I think Rockstar has much more creativity in the bank too after Red Dead 2. I really would like to see them
Oh yes.
return to either old properties or just a fresh property. I think would be cool. A new IP from Rockstar would be really, really cool.
That
Yeah.
would be nice because at this point now, because all right, well, the stories between the majority of people have played 3 Vice City and San Andreas, and all of those were stories pretty much rags to riches.
Right.
Story GTA 4 was a very underrated story, not necessarily rags to riches, but more like immigration to like immigrant to some sort of success.
False, false showing of the American dream. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Perfect. Okay. That I'll think more about that and describe it in better detail. I like that. And then GTA 5 was mostly starting to get into like big time heists and all that stuff, which was cool at the time. Now it looks like they're going to they're probably going to scale things back just a little bit. It looks like it's going into more just like robberies and that type of things, which is interesting. But like now that I'm thinking, like, what's next besides like building a meth empire, right? Like,
Drug
like
ring.
yes, like besides like building a drone, which I mean you kind of already did in other GTA's, but like I don't really see them doing anything more groundbreaking or different in Grand Theft Auto. I think they can do something differently, which I would be okay with. It would be nice. It's nice to have, I mean, I don't have GTA 1 or 2, but GTA 3 through 6 on my on my library or on my shelf and stuff like that. I like that. I hate that it is that it wasn't a like a 2-minute trailer. I think that like it should have like because we got that long trailer 2 years ago, and then 2 years later we get like what was it, a minute long trailer. I was like, man,
Yeah.
I want to see a little bit more than just like like the cinema part of it. I mean, maybe not necessarily gameplay, but at least more things that are closer to gameplay than what we saw. We kind of just saw cutscenes, really. So I don't know. That was my thought of it. I enjoyed the trailer though. I saw that it
Yeah.
drops like 2 minutes. Like I literally 2 minutes within like 2 minutes I sent it to you guys. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I was literally hopping out of the shower and was like, "What the a Rockstar, dude? Like,
yeah,
you guys are nuts. You guys can do whatever you want." Bethesda shadow drops Oblivion. Rockstar
Yeah.
throws out a trailer. Like,
Mm.
I hope that starts to catch on too. By the way,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like the, "Hey gamers, check this out now." It's like, oh,
Like,
dude,
oh.
yes, that gets me super hyped, super excited.
yeah.
I'm gonna disagree with both of you. I think there is gonna be a GTA 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's too much
Make
of
it
a
in Detroit
Yeah, but what
or
would they
London
call it?
or
Yeah.
London.
Everyone just stabs at each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's no guns. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to play a
Well, I mean,
GTA
not
with no
legal ones.
guns.
Yeah, no, I think that will, because Rockstar's proven a couple of things with GTA 6. People will wait, people will buy,
Facts.
and it's just gonna sell.
As
And
long as GTA 6 is good. If
Yeah.
it's not good, people
Yeah.
will buy.
Shift.
But then the trust will be gone
yeah,
if it's not good.
I think it's the last GTA, or at least I'll meet you in the middle. I think it's the last traditional GTA. I wouldn't mind if GTA continued, but we take a whole new approach. I would love a GTA that takes place in the 70s.
that'd be dope.
That's-
Well,
I
I
would
mean,
like
Vice
that.
City
Dial
was-
back the technology a little bit.
Peak
Yeah.
crime time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vice City was the 80s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vice City was the 80s, and that to this day is still one of my favorite GTAs. Is Vice City.
I would agree.
That, and then probably San Andreas.
The Scarface, like, crime
Mhm.
syndicate thing. That I would agree. I think Vice City is it's definitely not underappreciated, but I would say it's up there. And I'm actually one of the few people that GTA 4 is my favorite Grand Theft Auto story.
It's up there.
Nico Bellic is a very underrated character in
Yeah.
video
Yeah.
games.
I recently replayed it like in the last 5 years, and I forgot how much I liked it. Like
Yeah.
it was one of the very first Grand Theft Autos that I was able to buy by myself. So it has a special place in my heart. Because yeah. Also, that was the first day that I drank alcohol too, was when I got Grand Theft Auto 5 or 4.
You didn't even play it, and it already influenced you in the most
Exactly. Right?
negative way possible.
Yeah, I had like what was it? Cinnamon fireball, and I threw up everywhere.
Oh God,
And then yeah, it was a terrible
that
experience.
was your first drink.
That was my first drink. Yep. And then well, besides like beer, that yeah, but like
That doesn't
first
count.
drink of alcohol. Yeah, pretty
And
fun.
playing GTA 4, that's a hell of a story.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shit,
But
that weekend he went to a strip club.
oh god.
Shot
but
of
I kind of wanted to talk about. I really hope. Now this may be controversial, but I kind of like this idea. I really hope that you can't switch between characters. I hope that both
Ooh.
characters are playable, but you get to choose in the beginning of the game. When you start the game,
Mhm.
right? You know, I was about to say something. Absolutely, hey, screw it. We're gonna get canceled. Choose which bathroom you go into, and that's that's the character. And
That's kind of cool, actually.
whatever one you pick, right, is the character that you play for that playthrough.
That'd
Right?
be cool,
So-
actually.
So, I mean, that would be so interesting because one, instant replayability, because as soon as you finish, you're like, all right, well, I got to play as the other one now. So, like, let's say you play as, I think it was Jason and Lucia, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So let's say you pick Lucia first because you're like, all right, let's break out of prison or whatever she's doing. I don't know, whatever she's doing. And blah 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 blah. You play the game as her. She has her own special missions, and you can choose however you want to end the game with her. And then as soon as you're done, you're like, oh well, now I have to replay it, and I have to play as Jason now, and everything kind of changes up. I mean, maybe it's a little bit like Grand Theft Auto 5 where you can choose different endings. I know that there was only really one choice that you could have in the end of the game was how you wanted to end the game with killing Michael, Trevor, or doing Death Wish, which I'm pretty sure everyone always picks Death Wish. I don't know. No?
I killed Trevor right off the rip.
Really? Dude, okay.
Yeah,
all right, what about
I've
you?
actually never done Death Wish. I've played
Yeah, I
GTA
don't
5
think I
3
played-
times,
Yeah,
and I've only killed everybody. I've never done the Death
yeah.
Wish.
I think I killed Trevor the first time I played it.
I killed Trevor right away, man.
Yeah, I think I did.
I liked Trevor as a satire, but after like 40 plus
Yeah.
hours, I was too down to kill Trevor. I was like annoyed by him after a while. I was like, yeah, he's kind of the character that I'm cool with like killing. And then they kill him in such a crazy way too. You light him on fire, like it's
I
wild.
do.
You're in shock right now. I can see.
I
that on
am
your
in
face.
shock. I thought like mostly everybody picks C.
No, I usually fail my tests and pick A.
Just go
No, yeah, I killed
abracadabra all the way down.
Trevor. Killing Michael was probably the worst ending of the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing. Not because you kill Michael, but because
It's
it's
that
just
phone call he has. He has
Dude, it
is like,
felt-
oh,
Dude, it felt like whenever you kill Michael, it felt like the Rockstar team got together and was like, "Hey guys, we did every other ending, but we forgot to kill off Michael. Can we call everybody back for like an afternoon?" Because for whatever reason, not like the voice acting in GTA 5 is like immaculate in any way, but that is easily the worst. I don't know, maybe it just hit me wrong and I'm wrong, but like it's the worst voice acting the entire game had to offer, and the like emotional side to Michael dying in the end just didn't hit for me at all.
Yeah. Interesting. Really? Okay. Like I'm talking about your very first playthrough. You didn't know what was gonna happen. Like
Killed Trevor.
You killed Trevor? Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
very
I'm
first
pretty
time.
sure. I think I killed Trevor, and then I was.
Has anyone ever have you ever done Death Wish before?
No.
No, sir. I've
You
never
know
done
what
it.
happens, right?
Actually, not. I mean, I guess for lack of paying attention, no, I don't know exactly what happens. I know you get in that shootout on the docks and whatever by the ships, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's it. That's all I know. I've never actually researched what happens.
Yeah, I think I saw a
Huh.
video on all the endings,
Yeah,
and I was just so disappointed in GTA 5. Like, yeah, the online's whatever, but
yeah.
I think I was so pissed off, and it's a big ass game. I was like, okay, back to
You just wanted to
Fallout.
finish it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, let's just kill this dude. Like,
I
let's
mean,
get it
yeah.
done.
No, yeah. Option C usually does take the longest, but you save everybody. So it's the perfect ending. So like the idealistic ending.
Yeah.
So everyone lives. But I mean, okay. Um, but like maybe it'll be like that where if you choose Lucia, she can choose to end things differently, and Jason can choose to end things differently too. So there's like 6 different endings, maybe. I don't know.
And
That would be
GTA
kind
is a
of cool.
franchise I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes the multiple ending thing drives me nuts because I'm very much a story is written, I want to hear
Yes.
it kind of person. That's a me. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the people that like multiple endings, but like I've always been a one ending and done kind of guy. Like to
Mhm.
to this day, I think Arthur's ending in RDR2, staring into the sunset and everything, that's
Yeah.
the ending for
Yeah,
me.
it's
You know,
perfect.
like there's
Yeah.
nothing else to it. So I will say what both of these trailers have done for me for GTA 6 is it's given me the idea that they're going to try to mix the storytelling and emotional beats of Red Dead Redemption 2 into the flair of GTA.
Nice.
Now,
Yeah.
I would love that. Personally, I think that's awesome. I think your idea of picking both characters is genius. And sorry, Rockstar, if you heard it now, you fucked up. You're 13 years too late. So you
I know, right?
gotta print what you got. But
Delay
I
again.
think that's actually genius. In terms of replayability with a fresh outlook.
Yeah.
And then of course having their own different main missions where they're not involved with each other,
Right.
but then of course playing the same main missions from a different perspective, seeing different backgrounds. I love that idea wholeheartedly. And I love that this game might actually have some emotion to its story. I really do.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
It wears that on its sleeve. It's not trying to hide it. It's not trying to be like, we're like Bonnie and Clyde but different. No, it is like, this is modern Bonnie and Clyde in a modern day Vice City, and you're gonna go off and do Florida shit. I'm pretty sure you're very much the most ripped character you've ever been in a GTA for sure, though. My man was
Oh yeah, dude
Oh,
was,
he's
he was a
stacked.
specimen.
Yeah.
That dude.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a side mission where you have to go pick up your TRT and then go hit it. He was
Well-
like, what was he pushing 315 on the beach right
Yeah, it
there
looked
in
like-
the trailer? I was
looked
like,
like it, yeah.
damn, dude, like
with
you're
no
pressing.
spotter. I was like, all right,
No
shit.
spotter, just the girls looking.
Which I was like, I really hope they bring that back. Bring back like the GTA San Andreas. The more you work
Get fat.
out, the more you
Mhm.
eat, and all that type of stuff. That's kind of nice. Now, obviously, I don't really want like a survival mode where you have to eat in order to live and all that stuff. Like that's a little too much. But like the more you eat, and what you eat, changes your body, and the more you exercise changes your body. I think that's kind of cool. And then
I would agree.
I mean, I don't know. I saw that like character customization kind of went away for GTA 4 and 5. So I kind of liked that with with San Andreas, because it was really funny. My very first time playing it, I started off with fat CJ, and then I got him ripped like slowly throughout the game. I thought that was just a funny thing to do. I was like,
I'm okay with any of the type of progression, and I don't know. I think GTA has something that makes GTA successful is that there's really not an attachment to how it's formulated. Well, I'm trying to word that properly because there kind of is, but my point is like I said, GTA is a franchise where 6 endings. That's probably one of the only franchises where I will probably try
Be
to do
okay
all
with that,
6
yeah.
endings. I've never been attached to a GTA character once, except for Nico. That's the only time.
Well,
That's the only time.
because Nico was the only one that actually had character.
Yeah. Everybody else was
because
satire.
well, no, well, 100% because like Nico actually was just a like he was a kind man that was thrust into the Balkan Wars and whatnot, right? Balkan Wars, I want to say.
Yeah, no, you nailed it.
And he suffered through a lot, and he just wanted a fresh start, and he wanted just to live, live the American dream, I guess you want to say. But then he just kept getting plagued by his past and everything like that, and it was very interesting because he was something that I really have come to appreciate: stoic characters.
100%.
And he was not truly stoic, but like he was far more stoic than any other GTA character. Well, okay, besides the ones that didn't talk. But I'm saying like, but like his mannerisms when he spoke, when he had something to say, everyone listened because it was something that was like, oh, like, okay, hold on, everyone shut up real quick. Nico's talking. Nico started talking. He was like, especially when he was like talking to Marnie, for example, and he was like trying to get her to turn her life around. Of course, she does join a cult in GTA 5, which is something that I found out a little bit too late, like years. Oh, it was years ago, but it still was like many years after GTA 5 came out. That woman that Michael talks to in the cult missions, that's
Yes,
Marnie from
that's Marley.
GTA 4. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? So I don't know,
You
I thought that was
also
funny.
kill one of Tony's, or no, one of the biker gang guys. You kill him with Trevor in his opening, in his character.
Oh
reveal.
yeah, Johnny. Yeah,
Johnny, thank you.
You kill Johnny from the from Liberty City Stories, right?
Yes,
No,
thank you. No, it's
no, Lost in the Damned.
Lost in the Damned. Jeez,
Yeah.
man. Which is
Yeah.
everybody
Which was
says
good.
that Ballad of Gay Tony is the better one, but I think Lost in the Damned is the better one.
Yeah. Actually, I never played Battle of the Gay Tony. I really should.
I think it's great, but
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
it
know.
on the Switch probably?
For GTA 4?
Yeah.
Is the GTA 4 on the Switch?
I don't know. I would assume so.
That's wild if it is.
Let me look.
I think you can only find it on PC. I don't even think you can get GTA 4 for PS4 or 5.
Oh, okay, maybe not. They said the Switch could handle it, but it's not right now. But I would think that that Ballad of Gay Tony and Lost in the Dam would be on the Switch, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
or
perfect
the Steam. I'm pretty
size
sure
for it.
it's like its own, the
Yeah.
complete edition. It's $7 on Steam right now.
What is Lost in the Damned? Or
all of Grand Theft Auto 4.
Wow.
That's
really?
and I
Why
bet
would
you
you
it's
tell me
Steam Deck
things like
playable.
Yeah.
I know.
Why would you tell me things like
it's,
this, man?
It's
I
in my
just paid off
cart.
my car.
Well, yeah, Gatton was doing so good.
And the promotion ends in 37 hours. Oh gosh. Oh jeez.
So I can see he's already downloading it.
Shut up.
Yeah. Dude, GTA 4 is definitely a Steam Deck game for sure.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I may have to download it again.
My thing, I'm still gonna hold true that I think this is the last Grand Theft Auto game, at a bare minimum, the last traditional Grand Theft Auto game. I think other studios have proven that the formula can be done better in some ways, other than the full flair that Grand Theft Auto is. Like, Grand Theft Auto is more than just its story. It's all of its side stories. It's its sub content. It's you can literally sell real estate in GTA 5. Like, there's so much random crap. Apparently, one of the rumors after the trailer was that there's a 3v3 basketball mode that's gonna have similar mechanics to like 2K.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Crazy. That's crazy, man.
There's
Do you
also there's also a rumor that there's like a TikTok like app
yes
in the game that you can.
there will be that you can
yeah.
actually interact with. You can take selfies and then
Yeah.
make posts in the
That's
game.
so
Yeah,
silly.
so that's something that only GTA could do. If any other game franchise did that, it would shit the bed. But there are other ways that the open world formula, similar to GTA, does that studios have done better, i.e., Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs was amazing.
I still think Sleeping Dogs takes the cake in that formula. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think the GTA 6 is even gonna be like?
I think it's gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna live up to the hype. I hope it does. I hope it exceeds all of our expectations. what's her face was looking mighty fine in it. She looks way better in this trailer than she did in the other one. Especially in that one dress she was in. I was like, good lord. But
Jiggle figures.
yeah, I know, right? I'm not really I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like appreciate like all that type of stuff. Like I'll be honest, like whenever you switch to like Trevor or whenever you switch to Trevor and he was always in the strip club, I just left. Like I just don't I don't know. Well, no, it's just like I don't want to see 3D titties and stuff in my face. It just looks weird. It looks weird to me.
I've
weird
never
to me.
been
It's like,
attracted to video game characters. Some
yeah,
people
it's
are.
like it's
It's whatever. I've never.
well, I won't say I've never been
Well,
attracted.
this
Yeah.
one, dude, it's getting harder the more hyper realistic the damn things
Yeah.
look. It's like, Jesus, dude, this looks like a real woman. Like,
Yeah, I
damn.
know, right? Yeah.
Or like, and well, talking about Old Boy too, dude.
Yeah.
Old Boy was six packs glistening in the fucking sun.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
He was
damn, dude.
genuine.
Like,
Yeah, the
yacked
ladies
out of his
definitely were
mind.
looking at him. So
that's what I'm
I don't
saying. I don't know.
I think the game's gonna be great. I would have so much damn respect if they just give it and make it $70. I mean, I know
think it could do it. I really do think. Oh, you put
I
me on the
hope
wrong
so.
tangent. I think the gaming industry is seeing a wild shift right now.
Yes.
The disapproval of the Nintendo Switch is a good thing. However, sales didn't show so because they sold out in less than 24 hours, which is fucking nuts.
Oh, I heard about
think.
that. Yeah.
I think that's so crazy, dude. I really wish there would be not a boycott. I'm not a boycott person, but
no.
damn, like the amount of people that were like, because the conversation online was very heavy of like, this is
I'm
an
not going to
overpriced
buy it.
console, and I can't believe you would make me spend $80 on Mario Kart, which I agree, by the way. I'm not saying that developers didn't work hard to make this game, but there's nothing that Mario Kart's presenting right now that other studios can't do. You're okay, they worked harder on making an open world racing game. You took them off the track.
Yeah.
Good. Forza's been doing that for a decade. I don't know. With much harder development cycle, in my assumption, I again not a game developer, but in the little bit that I've been studying recently because I want to make my own game, it's like, damn, dude, like I would assume the Mario Kart took less resources to make than Forza.
Yeah.
I don't know, and to charge it $80 is baffling. And then the consumer response of like, well, it's $80 because of the the labor intense. It's all corporate speak. It's all kind of bullshit. So I really think the gaming industry right now though is going to go through such a massive shift and a correction, and I'm really riding on it. I'm gambling on the idea because as we were talking about earlier, every single game this year that is a game of the year front runner is consumer friendly.
Yeah.
Every single one is under $70. And I think game of the year, and honest, dude, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm riding the high. I haven't even finished the damn game yet, but I think Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is going to be an absolute game changer. I think it is Baldur's Gate 3 levels of this is how you portray this genre of video games. Baldur's Gate 3 showed the CRPG community can be taken seriously. The Dungeons and Dragons is a viable source of entertainment and storytelling, and it has changed the gaming industry forever in the way that it tells its story and the way that it is an RPG. I believe that the era of old JRPGs like Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy X, Chrono Trigger, and all these older JRPGs that define the genre, Expedition 33 takes all of that and then goes, what if we made it a Souls-like? And it's like, that's just fucking genius, and it's so amazing in its storytelling. And it never blame the dog. So I think the shift, to kind of bring it back to the conversation of GTA 6 and what we're here for, I think Rockstar would do an amazing thing. I mean, a truly defining moment would be for Rockstar to be like, we know the kind of money we make. We know what we can do. That 10% markup means nothing to us. Here it is for $70. If you made the base game $70, you would shut down Nintendo. I think not. Okay, let me read before I make a statement. He's gonna get rid of Nintendo. No. I think you would shut down Nintendo's ideology.
Yes.
Really fast, and you would Xbox too, because they just upped their prices to $80 for their first party games. I think, and it's a matter of time for PlayStation. By the way, it's gonna happen. I love PlayStation, but they're on my shit list too. So it is a massive shift, and I think Rockstar. God, if anybody from Rockstar ever listened to this, please, you don't understand what you would do to your consumers if you were like, hey, I'll even go as ballsy to be like $60, dude.
Yeah.
You're still gonna make trillions of dollars. Like
you would have us by the balls.
Yeah.
If you made GTA 6, if you dropped GTA 6 and your standard edition was $65 after tax, you would, I think, again, I'm not a marketing major, I'm not an economics major, but damn, dude, I really think the amount of push you would give to your consumer of like, we love you, we trust you, we want you to have this, I think you would make more money. Like, I think there's a couple 100,000 copies out there that you would extend even further. Maybe 65 is a stretch, but like $70, make it that original base pay that it was. We all knew it was going to be that way back then. I think you could do wonders to your community to do that, because like everybody thought the Oblivion remake wasn't going to drop day one and that it was going to be a full price game. No, $50 and you shadow drop it at 11 a.m. Like, dude, that's consumer friendly.
Yeah.
And so I think if of any company who has the wiggle room to do that, you would absolutely destroy the market and do a phenomenal job with every type of gamer that's out there. If you're like, hey, not only is it this massive thing. Now, granted, probably not gonna happen, dude. I don't even want to know what the development budget of. I think the development budget of this game is like, it's $2 billion.
People were saying like now this was just YouTube like guessing, like YouTubers guessing, and I don't really know exactly how much to trust them. But people were saying like they have had to put like well over like 1.5 billion into this, and I'm like. So by the time it comes out with marketing and everything that's gonna be into it, that'll be around $2 billion.
So that entire conversation we just had, scrap that. It's gonna be $100.
Yeah,
we're all three probably still gonna buy it.
No, but like I know that I'm being a hypocrite once I buy Grand Theft Auto 6, but I promise you, like no, like legitimately, I just counted my back catalog. I have 31 games that I haven't played yet, or haven't either played yet or haven't finished yet. I will wait out 99% of all these other games that come out.
That's what my brother does, dude. He doesn't buy like anything brand new anymore.
I just can't do it. If things are gonna be for base game $90, $100, like even though I'm blessed enough to have a good salary, bro. No, I can't. Like just something within me is just like saying like I don't want you to. I don't want these people to be taking advantage of the fact that I want to play these games, and I hate that because God forbid. Because like for example, Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Does anyone think that thing is worth $70?
No.
Truly.
No.
And this is coming from me. Let's see. I have 870 hours in Civilization 5, and in Civilization 6 I have around 80 hours. I have better part of 1,000 hours of my life in Sid Meier's Civilization. I didn't buy Civilization 7. I know people who did buy Civilization 7, who I respect very much, but I've been watching their what's it called? Their games. They haven't opened it in weeks. And it's like, So you just paid $70 for a game that you didn't enjoy and that you don't even play anymore. And I have felt that way about like several games that I have bought in the past. I'm trying to think. Well, maybe not full price games on these ones, but like, here's Starfield for one, Phasmophobia, even though that one was cheap, but like the fact that I spent like $40 on it when it first came out. Now granted that was $40, but like at the same time, haven't played it in like years now. And it's like I'm not doing that with $100.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's a fair assessment.
Spider-Man 2, I only played it once.
Yeah,
Like,
I haven't replayed it, dude. I find that
that's
so sad.
crazy.
Because I've replayed the first one like 4 times.
Yeah.
And I've even replayed Miles Morales like 2 or 3 times.
That was a good game.
I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I love Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2018, but I only played Spider-Man 2 once.
One time. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I'm going to have to go back and play it again just to reevaluate. And now I guess get my money's worth. But
I know, right?
No, and it's hard because value is so subjective. It's so
right.
based on the person. To me, my value is not in hours. I know a lot of gamers do that. A lot of gamers say my value is in how many hours I play. Like, why would I spend $70 on a 3-hour game? It's like, dude, if that 3-hour game gets you, it gets you. You know what I mean? So like right now, dude. But again, I'm getting more out of Expedition 33 than I have any game in the last decade, dude. And it was $20 cheaper. Yeah. Like, I can't stress enough that consumer friendliness is going to go a long way when it comes to these things.
Yeah.
There's no microtransaction. When you pull up the Expedition 33 menu, when you boot up the game, it says new game, options, quit. Like, that's it. That's all you get. There is no come look at the newsletter, come check out the new skin, this, that, and the other. Everything you experience in Expedition 33 was an upfront cost. And I think now GTA 6 is out of the question on this, but as long as I swear to God, if GTA 6 becomes microtransaction friendly, and I'm not talking about GTA Online. Obviously, that's how it's going to work. No, I'm not talking about GTA Online. That's clearly how that's going to work. If the main game, if you start selling me skins in an open world life simulator that is Grand Theft Auto and has always been, I might not do it. I might finally put the foot down and be like, and I'm, out of the 3 of us, probably the worst FOMO there is, dude. I will probably, if I'm hyped about a way a game is, I'm probably going to do it. I'm a massive Doom fan. Do either of you have pre-ordered Doom, The Dark Ages?
No.
Yeah, I do, because I'm a piece of shit. Okay? So I get big FOMO for things that I thoroughly enjoy and thoroughly love. But even I'm getting to a point where it's like, the mortgage is about to get higher. I don't think I can do this anymore, dude. It's really going to come down to, instead of 5 games a year that I buy up front, right? I buy more than 5 games a year, but obviously I back catalog and stuff. But like, it's probably going to be more like 2 or 3 brand new games a year. But I get way too caught up in the hype, and GTA 6, you got me, dude. I'll probably, if it's $100, I think I'm going to spend it, because I've already said that I want to be a part of that history. That's a FOMO that I think is going to eat me alive.
That's a FOMO that'll get us all, honestly.
Yeah, I think, because I want to experience it while it needs to be experienced. Yeah. I don't want to be the back end of people that enjoy GTA 6 or don't enjoy GTA 6. I'd be more depressed if it's phenomenal too. I'd be like, oh, damn it. Like, I should have done this. Like, I want to play this thing day one. I even want to set up to where all 3 of us find a way to call out of work on the same day. We pull,
on that Tuesday,
whatever it is. Yeah, dude. Find a way to be out of work, and we all play it in the same night, and wake up the next morning and have a conversation about it, because I want to be a part of that history. Like, I really do. Like, I think this is a historical moment in human history, and I know that's an exaggeration in terms of,
it's not.
But it really is. Like, the global impact this game is going to have is astonishing. It'll likely be studied in some fashion, and I think every single publisher is shitting bricks over when to release their game. I'm a firm believer that the mismatching of GTA 6 is why Intergalactic hasn't gotten a firm footing from Naughty Dog.
Oh yeah, they're waiting.
I think they're waiting it out.
Yeah, 100%. And
Question: Do you think maybe now this is the cynic part of me, right? Do you think maybe they purposely pushed it because Nintendo and the rest of them started talking about these price hikes and stuff like that in order to, once those price hikes get into the supply, right, and everyone gets pissed at them, everyone's going to be moving their prices up anyway, and then GTA won't have to be the 2K 2017 to be the one to bear the brunt, even though GTA is going to do fine regardless. But at the same time, I'm assuming Rockstar doesn't want to have any truly negative negative news coming out. So they're pushing the price hike stuff onto Nintendo and all that stuff by waiting when they were probably going to release later on this year, and they're like, wait, hold on, let's let the anger die down, and let's just make it $80 or $100, whatever. Yeah,
I think they could release it now at $130 and they'll sell millions of copies. I think GTA is just too much of a powerhouse, and I'm hoping, kind of like we all are for the gamers, I'm hoping that they do a standard edition for this last cycle of console, and then on the PS6 launch a deluxe or something for 110, 120. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm saying no. There's so much that goes on in gaming development. This delay happened months ago. This delay happened months ago. This is not. There's so many moving parts, especially in massive AAA studios like Rockstar. This delay was at a minimum in its movement before Nintendo Switch was even announced. And in order for that to happen, the amount of interconnectivity between other studios that they would have to have is just impossible. They would never work together in kind enough to talk about each other's release dates and things like that, and prices, especially Nintendo. Nintendo has their shit on lockdown. Nobody knows nothing about Nintendo. So no, the GTA 6, I can't stress enough, it was going to be delayed. I think it's hilarious that the hype around GTA 6 is so drastically high that it got delayed before it was even announced. There was no date announced. Everybody was just like, September, it's getting delayed beyond September. Dude, Rockstar never once said September, never publicly announced September. And then out of nowhere, from rumor speculation, come out and goes, we'd like to apologize on the delay of our game. We want to give you a polished product. You never announced it. You are apologizing for a delay you didn't delay. Technically, you could have come out and been like, "Nah, May 26th was it the whole time." Yeah. I mean, I guess not, because the trailer said 25, but dude, it could have. Yeah,
but hey, they got us talking about it.
Yeah, and like the idea again, people don't communicate and don't understand game development. Everybody's like, "This game has been in development for 14 years." No, it hasn't. It's been in development about 5 to 7, somewhere in that ballpark.
After Red Dead Redemption 2 is when it probably really started getting 100%. Like into the nitty gritty and stuff like that. It may 100%. Have been like, plans and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, this game has not been in development for over a decade. This is not Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And not to also say too, like GTA Online has been doing work this entire time as well. That's taking resources as well, and same with Red Dead Online for as long as that was on. So yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. But if anything, we're all gonna play it.
Yeah,
I bet we're all gonna love at least one thing about it, because it's gonna be so oversaturated with content.
Oh yeah.
It's going to easily consume at least 100 hours of all 3 of our lives because I think that's going to be the bare minimum to fully experience it.
Yeah.
And I'm actually excited about that. Like, I'm not negative about GTA 6 in any way, shape, or form. I really do think it's the untouchable video game. I really do. It's going to be good. It's going to be bad. It's going to be great. It's going to be sad. It's going to be everything in between. I don't know why I'm Dr. Seuss now, but you get my point. Like, it's going to be what it is. It'll be historic. But I also, knowing what GTA is, it's not going to be comparable. Miyazaki's not going to come out with Elden Ring 2 trailer and people be like, how does this shape up to GTA 6? It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's such a different genre and it's its own bubble that it's okay. Like, I really think it'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh. I agree as well.
Well, it sounds like that's you.
You know what? That is me.
Good. I don't know if it's me or not.
You got something else to say?
No, I just don't know myself anymore.
Oh,
I talk too much, man.
I think we all talk too much at some point.
That's why we bought microphones.
Exactly.
But if that's me, that's you.
That's me.
Oh, that is you. Sweet. Okay, well then I'm going to go ahead and call it a day on that one. I might even break this up into 2 parts if I have the opportunity to.
We could.
I'm gonna go ahead and get on the old edit train and put our conversation out to the world and hit refresh and see 12 views.
Hey,
and have a good time.
We appreciate those 12
better than 10.
It is better than 10. It's better.
There you go.
It's better than 11.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, stay caffeinated, boys.
Stay grounded.
Oh, stay humble.
Oh, you're changing it up.
No. You say stay caffeinated. I say stay grounded. And then you say stay
British.
stern? I don't know.
Stay stern. Stay British.
Stay British.
Stay British.
I don't know if
Welcome
that
to
counts
Bringwood
anymore.
Company. Stay British.
Stay frosty.
There you go. Stay frosty.